So you'll probably think I'm really fucking weird for what I'm about to tell you, but if you watch the full video and actually understand what I'm saying, then this could be a very big epiphany for you, and you could actually have a huge mindset and perspective shift. But you're just going to have to hear me out, because the way I realise this myself is extremely quite autistic, to be honest. It's a weird way of looking at things. But either way, I was on a walk the other day and I started reverse engineering nature. I started looking at nature and taking lessons from it that I could apply into my own life. Because I know that the more in alignment to the objective truth of nature that you are, the less you are going to suffer. And nature is the only thing that's actually real. If you break everything down, if you break your house down right now, all you will have around you is nature. So it's good to be in alignment with nature, because nature is effectively the truth. I hope you can understand that. Charlie Morgan, a 7-figure entrepreneur, you might watch his videos as well. He said this in the video. He said the more in alignment with the objective truth of nature, the less you will suffer. That's where I just got what I said from. So I thought, okay, let's start reverse engineering nature and actually taking some lessons from nature that I can apply into my own life, and spitting some wisdom into a YouTube video. So as I was on my walk, I was reverse engineering nature. I looked up at the sky and I could see all the stars and the moon and everything. And I actually realised that when you look up at the sky isn't actually a real thing. The sky, you could say, it's like the world's ceiling. It's a ceiling around the world that keeps all the, like, the atmosphere and everything, all the fucking oxygen, I don't know. But when you look up at the sky, you're not actually looking up at anything, you're just looking up at air, and this is air that can easily be broken through. The world doesn't actually have a ceiling. When you look up at the sky right now, you're technically looking at the endless void of infinite space. You're looking thousands and thousands and thousands of light years away, but the sky just kind of blocks it. The particles in the air block your vision, but those particles in the air, they actually do nothing. You can easily break through them. The world has no ceiling, and you can probably see where I'm going with this. So I thought, if the world doesn't have a ceiling, why would we? Why would we, who are beings of nature, we are products of nature, if the world doesn't have a ceiling, if it's objectively true that nature does not have a ceiling, then why would we? Makes you think, doesn't it? And when you actually think about it, we don't have a ceiling. The only real thing that's stopping you, the only thing that creates a ceiling, is your mind, and specifically the conversations you have with yourself. For example, realistically, it is objectively possible for you to go and get 20 wives in the next 20 years. You could marry 20 girls, it is objectively possible. Or you could go outside right now, go into your town and city, cold approach 20 girls, and go on 20 dates. That is objectively possible. Obviously, there's things that might stop you, but in reality, it is possible. You can extremely possibly do this. Extremely possibly, that's not fucking right English, but either way. But the only thing that would be stopping you from doing that is your mind. Your mind has created you a ceiling. If you think to yourself, oh, fucking hell, I can't get 20 girls, who do you think I am? Then you're out of alignment with nature and the objective truth of the universe and nature. The mind is the only thing that's stopping you. If you say to yourself, I can't get 20 girls, you can't get 20 girls. But if you realise that you didn't have a ceiling for how many girls you actually could get, and you didn't have a ceiling on your confidence or your ability to drop game, then you could go get as many girls as you want. And this goes with every single thing in life. If you think to yourself, bro, fucking hell, 10k a month is so hard to make, then you have created your own ceiling. But speaking objectively, there is infinite money in the world. There's people younger than you and me right now who are making 100k a month, so why would you have a ceiling? It doesn't make sense. Ceilings are not real. So that's all you could really take from this video. If you actually think about it and apply it into your own life, you do not have a ceiling, bro. Every single thing that you want to achieve is possible for you. For example, the CEO of Starbucks, I don't know if he's still alive, but either way, the original CEO of Starbucks, I don't know his name, I saw this clip on Instagram Reels, I'll be real with you, but the CEO of Starbucks, he's obviously a multi-billionaire. He's printed a fuck ton of money. Now you probably think, oh, he probably had rich parents, he got lucky, but it's completely the opposite. The CEO of Starbucks, he said himself that his parents never even owned a home. He was in a government subsidised house for all of his childhood. So he probably thought that he had a ceiling of maybe a dead-end job, a normal life, working as a mechanic or working at McDonald's or working some boring ass corporate job. That's what he probably thought his ceiling was. But here's clear proof that ceilings aren't real, because he broke past this ceiling that he had created in his own mind, and now he's a multi-billionaire, or he was a multi-billionaire. I don't know if he's still alive. I've not done my research on him. But either way, I think what this should tell you, and the actual value that you should get out of this video, is that every single time you think you have a block or a limiting belief or a ceiling that you can just not break past, then you need to realize that the only reason you have this ceiling is because of the conversations that you have with yourself in your mind. For example, a couple of years ago, I was extremely addicted to smoking weed, and I was going through quite a hard time. I'm not trying to trauma dump on you, but I'm just giving you some context. I was going through an extremely hard time. I lost a lot of money in crypto. My girlfriend cheated on me. I was extremely addicted to weed, and I was broken. I was lost in life. It's a fucking rough time, I'll tell you that. And whilst I was going through this period, fucking hell, it's a little stutter. I am a bit retarded. Whilst I was going through this period, I realised, well, I thought to myself, the conversations that I had with myself were that I am an extremely quiet person. I don't really know how to speak. I'm not good at holding a conversation. And I held this belief within myself for about 2 years. I was always a very quiet person. I was always in my own thoughts. Anytime someone new would be speaking to me, I'd be struggling to make conversation, even like a short, small talk conversation. I just wouldn't really be able to have it. And the conversations that I had with myself during this period about this inability to communicate, they created a ceiling for me. But now, you've just watched, if you're watching this far, you've just watched a 7-minute video of me completely rambling on. And if you said to me a year ago, I've just recorded like a 20-minute video as well. If you said to me a year ago, Joe, in a year's time, you will be able to speak to a camera on YouTube for 20 minutes straight, giving out valuable advice and not trying to constantly repeat yourself so you can ramble on. Bro, I would have fucking, I would not have believed you one bit, because I had such a strong ceiling in my mind that I never thought I'd be able to break out of it. But now I am living proof that ceilings aren't real, because I created this ceiling in my mind. The conversations that I had with myself, I changed the conversations that I had with myself, and now I can do this, and I'm going to be doing this for a very long period of time. I can have a conversation with anyone, I can speak to anyone I want, I can communicate effectively. I'm a good communicator. I hardly use filler words, I hardly stutter. I stutter a little bit actually, that's waffle, I literally stuttered a minute ago. But my communication skills are very, very good now. But me a year ago, me 2 years ago, I couldn't hold a conversation with anyone. If I tried speaking to a camera a year ago, I'd probably just be sat there like a fucking monk, like, little bit disabled, struggling to speak. But now I can do this. And I realise I'm kind of going on a tangent, probably just made myself look like an absolute mong right there. But either way, that's what YouTube's about. Got to show personality. So ceilings aren't real, brother. Whatever conversations you have with your mind, they are what dictate your reality. If you have a conversation with yourself and it's more negative and you're limiting yourself down, you're creating limiting beliefs in your mind, then the only reason you have that belief in that ceiling is because of the conversations you have with yourself. So if you want an easy way to actually just stop this, you just start having more empowering and positive conversations with yourself. Even if it may not be true, you've got to realise that every time you have a thought or you say something about yourself, you think about yourself, you plant a seed inside your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, it does not know what is true or false. It will simply take whatever seeds you plant in it. If you plant poison ivy inside your subconscious mind, it will grow poison ivy. If you plant roses inside your subconscious mind, it will grow roses. So whatever seeds that you plant in your subconscious mind, they will grow into your reality. If you plant the seed into your subconscious mind of you being a really shy and bad communicator and you don't know how to have a conversation, similar to what I said to myself, I planted the seed into my subconscious mind. My subconscious mind, even though if it may not have been true, grew the seed into my reality. I was shit at speaking, I couldn't communicate, all because of the conversations that I had with myself. But as soon as I started having more positive conversations about my communication and my ability to speak, I was planting different seeds into my subconscious mind. And even though this was not true, it was false in my reality, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between true or false. It will take whatever you plant in it. So I started having more empowering and positive conversations about my speech. And now I can do this. And I think that's just limiting proof. Well, literal proof that ceilings aren't real. So I'm going to end the video here. And the thing is, there's a much more tactical and in-depth way of destroying your limiting beliefs and getting the ceiling out of your mind. And I've created a full guide that I will give you for free on how to break your limiting beliefs. I stole this off of a 7-figure entrepreneur who had extremely limiting beliefs, and he said himself that these limiting beliefs were destroying his reality, they were destroying his business, they were stopping him from making progress. And as soon as he did the process, or as soon as he destroyed the limiting beliefs, using the process that I have stolen off of him and turned it into a completely free guide, he transported to fucking, I think it was 100k in his 100k in a month in his business at 19. He achieved that as soon as he got rid of these limiting beliefs. His name's Charlie Morgan. You probably watched it. You might have even watched the video. But either way, if you want a free guide on how to completely do that and get rid of your ceilings, then just go click the link in my bio. As soon as you sign up to my newsletter, where I'll be giving you more mindset shifts like this, I will send you instantly the free guide on how to break your limiting beliefs. This whole video wasn't a pitch. It wasn't a VSL. I'm not Iman Gadji. The video idea just aligned with the free guide that I offer you when you sign up to my newsletter. So there you go. Get that. And if you don't want that, then I'll just be giving you more mindset shifts, perspectives, mental models and data sets inside my YouTube videos every single day. So if you just want that, then make sure you subscribe and continue to watch my videos, and I'll see you then, brother.